People are confused about Amy's ear. If you missed a couple segments ago, Amy was talking. She was using her hands, and she ripped her earring out of her ear. Now, that didn't happen live on the air, but it had happened this past weekend. She's telling us about it. Man, you must have really been telling a story.
I mean, well,
going for it.
It's like my finger got caught on my hoop.
Yeah, but why would you put your hand behind your ear to talk?
Yeah, what was the story?
I don't know.
Relive that. Why'd you not say that on the show? So she's like, it ripped all the way through. People think that the hole just got bigger.
Well, I think they think that it ripped, like it made a really big rip, and that I need to have it cut so that it's split, but it's already split.
Yeah, it's all the way cut in half.
Ooh.
It's like two flaps, just flapping in the wind.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
And I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't deserve that.
Thanks. It's okay. I mean, what does this make possible? Well, I finally get to take care of it. It's had a huge hole forever, and now I get to get a new piercing, and I'll be able to wear earrings comfortably in like a couple months.
Hey, Dawn. I want to go over to Dawn real quick. Dawn, thank you for calling the show. What would you like to say?
I would like to say that we can certainly fix Amy's ear for her.
Are you able to come up here and do it, or does she have to go somewhere that's like sterile?
That one, I'm going to leave that question for the doctor. She might could come up there and do it. It's a super simple, just takes a few minutes. We do them in the office all the time. It probably take longer to numb it up really quick, and then a couple of stitches, and she'll be good to go.
What if I go no numbing?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm just
Makes the bit better
I
if we do it on
wouldn't
the air.
But I mean,
I love it. Can't get enough of it.
It's fun.
Hey, employee of the month. You may get it if you do that.
And what's Dawn? She's the nurse? What?
I am the coordinator, and I'm calling for my doctor, who is the plastic surgeon.
okay.
Well,
you have to have
Raymundo,
plastic surgery?
what's up?
She has to have plastic surgery for
No,
this?
And get a Brazilian butt lift at the same time. Just for fun.
it is. It's people. Most people online were telling me yes, a plastic surgeon or a dermatologist or like an ENT.
What about like a seamstress?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Raymundo.
Yep.
A tailor.
No.
Yep.
Put Dawn on hold, and let's see if, I'm sure the doctor has a busy day, but if the doctor can come up here and sew her ear up, we'd love to talk to the doctor on the air as well.
Okay.
All right,
I mean,
see what's
yeah,
up.
plastic surgery. I feel like we could come up with tons of questions.
Yeah. We need anesthesia. All right, let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A mob of criminals stole up to $100,000 worth of merchandise from the Westville Topanga shopping center in California Saturday afternoon. A mob of criminals went in. It's just one of those where there are so many people and they go hard, and it's like, try to catch us all. You're not going to.
That's crazy.
Multiple individuals wearing black from head to toe could be seen ransacking a store at the mall, carrying duffel bags, purses, and other items past the broken glass on the floor. This video was posted by the police department. A similar scene unfolded Tuesday in another town where police say thieves stole $30,000 worth of property in a bold flash mob burglary. They should not call it flash mob because then it seems fun, like they're dancing while they're stealing. Because a flash mob to me is everybody doing choreographed dance moves. Just say like a, what did they say earlier in this? A mob robbing. That sounds bad.
That sounds worse.
Flash mob sounds like they're real fun dance moves. So it's just scary. What if you're in the store and you see a bunch of people come in dressed the same?
Oof, I hit the ground.
I
For
do not
sure.
like that.
Luckily, they're not holding guns at people, and they're not saying, give me your money and robbing them. There's just so many, and they're just busting and going. I don't know if that's lucky, but at least it's luckier. Next up, a Florida-bound American Airlines plane drops 15,000 feet in 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Quote, it was terrifying. An American Airlines flight headed to Florida dropped over 15,000 feet in about 200 seconds. American Airlines Flight 5916 on Thursday took off from Charlotte, North Carolina, headed to Gainesville, Florida. Crew members on the plane reported a possible pressurization issue. Boy, if those things ever fall from the masks, yeah, I'm going to wet myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if it's an accident.
Because that's like worst case scenario,
Yeah, I've never
right?
seen that happen. I don't want to see that happen. That's just, oof. So they started talking to people, and they were like, yeah, we've flown a lot. This was scary. I guess you could almost feel it like a roller coaster. Ugh. While in flight, the crew received an indication of a possible pressurization issue, and immediately and safely, they say safely, they have masks on. Oh my God. They're like, take care of kids next to you first. Okay. I'm taking theirs too.
No,
you
you
first.
first.
You
Oh,
first.
okay, so I'm taking
first.
theirs.
Yeah, the adult.
I'm having two. There's a kid next to me. I'm going to have two.
Do you not listen to the flight attendant?
Oh, no, I'm scared. I'm doing everything wrong.
No, the adult goes first.
Got it.
Yeah.
The Hawaii wildfire becomes the deadliest U.S. blaze in more than a century as the death toll reaches 93 and is expected to grow. The death toll from a wildfire that tore through a historic town on the Hawaiian island of Maui has reached 93. As they say, the number will rise. Much of the centuries-old town of Lahaina are looking like ashen wasteland in the wake of the wildfire. Buildings, residents, like houses. Do we know what started it?
I know that that people are wondering something about the power company. That's just speculation that I read. I think 2 lawsuits have already been filed because they had sent out a warning saying, hey, because of the wind and whatnot, it might take power lines down, which could start a fire. But then they never turned off the electricity or the power, so they're wondering why, if that was the threat. But that's just what I read. And
if that's not accurate, NPR will correct you.
No,
Yeah, don't worry
but
about that, Amy.
I'm saying enough times, this is just what I read, I don't know. And that the sirens didn't go off. And Hawaii has, I think, I saw that it was one of the most sophisticated or the most sirens, an outdoor siren in the world. And they didn't go off, and they don't know why. And I think in addition to 93, like 1,000 people are missing.
Really?
So
Super sad.
it's terrible.
Much of Hawaii was under a red flag warning for the risk. The exact cause of the blaze is still unknown. I'd like to say that officially because that is what's here.
Unknown.
Amy.
I just shared one thing that I read that was speculation.
Good. I'm glad you did. I did not share that. So
That wind was super strong, though. I've seen a lot of TikTok videos of how strong that was.
the story I read from was Fox News. Hope and praying for everybody there. Scientists discover the exact workout regime that may lower your risk of an early death by up to 50%.
Come on.
50%.
That's what I said. Early death. Yeah, usually it's like 1%. The optimal combination is 1.25 hours of moderate exercise, like brisk walking. So, hour and 15 minutes.
Per day?
No, per week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not bad.
2.5 hours of Oh, it's more than that, guys. I know you thought that was it. No, it's more than that. So this is per week. 1.25 hours, which would be an hour and 15 minutes of moderate exercise, like brisk walking. 2.5 hours of vigorous exercise, like running or swimming a week.
Okay.
2 sessions of muscle strengthening activities, like lifting weights. And if you do that, which is 5.75, if you do that, 5 hours and 45 minutes, I guess you'll live 50% longer.
wow.
So if you're going to live to 80, you're now going to live to be 120.
That's what they're
That's
saying.
50% of your 80.
That's pretty good.
And that's like if I start now, like not. I shouldn't have done that when I was 20. Like
Great point. So you're probably only going to live like 110 now, Eddie, if you do that. Men and women perceive some gestures in completely opposite ways, according to studies. For instance, nodding your head. Like if I do this, men think you agree with me. Women think you're listening to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you stand close to someone, men perceive that as someone going, oh, they must care what I have to say. Like they're close because they want to know what's up. Women go, you're crowding me. This is unsafe.
That makes sense.
Holding eye contact. A woman thinks you're listening. A man thinks you want to get down.
Yeah.
You want to get down for sure.
Oh, jeez.
Because we're idiots.
Yeah.
That is from Lion Taming by Steve L. Katz. Do you have a close office friend? Experts say try to make at least 1 to 2 decently close friends at work because it's good for your career. Close work friendships boost employee satisfaction by 50%, and it also makes people want to go to work. And if they like to go to work, they usually work better. The studies also found that people with a best friend at work are 7 times more likely to engage fully in their work and work longer hours because they're just not miserable there. That is from monster.com, which is where I think there's a new career in staging, like hiring somebody. Let's say I brought in, guys, we have a new employee. It's Milton. And then Milton comes in, and all of a sudden, he's Lunchbox's best friend. Like Milton likes to drink beer. Milton loves
Talk loud.
Riding
Kansas. He
bikes.
farts everywhere.
Yeah.
But Milton's only job is to play that character, so Lunchbox likes him, so he's happier. Milton's not real.
Wow.
It's actually
That could
Charlie,
be a
who's an actor.
full-time job.
Well, I'm saying you could actually do that with a couple different people, and if it boosts productivity so much.
And then Milton could be the spy and
Fake
like
best
tell
friend.
you what.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Good
great.
stuff.
Fake best friend.
Who? Kevin? Is that Kevin? Is that Kevin?
Kickoff Kevin has been brought in by all of us to do that. Suits is red hot streaming. Suits is the hottest rerun right now. Forever it was The Office, then it was Seinfeld. Suits has logged over 12.8 billion minutes on Netflix and Peacock in the past 4 weeks. I have never watched Suits.
It's so good.
This story's from The Wrap. Hey, Mike D, is Suits one of your favorite shows of all time? It's not? I figured you would like that show, Suits. Morgan, do you like Suits?
Yeah, it is in my top 3 favorite TV shows of all time. It's really good.
What's good about it?
It's just, it has romance, it has suspense. It's like a lawyer show, which is always really interesting too. So you see these crazy cases happen. I don't know. It just has a lot of good, like, every bullet point you can need in a show it has.
It's like Perry Mason meets The Notebook or what?
Perry Mason. You know what that is.
No, yeah, I don't know.
I do Perry Mason on HBO Max.
Oh, that's right.
With the guy from The Americans.
That's right.
Oh, you don't ever see them like in court, but they're just like, it's a lot of time is spent in their office. But the whole premise is a guy, he's super smart and he never went to law school, but he ends up working at a law firm, like fraudulently, like says he has a law degree and then they find out he doesn't, but he can read, he reads something and he retains it. And so he's just very smart.
My wife does that. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Because I know if we're disagreeing about something and she knows the fact, she knows it. She can read something, knows it immediately. She can hear a song once and know every word to it. It's so annoying. It's awesome, but I don't like it whenever she's like, no, I don't think that's right. And I'm like, for sure it is. And then she will recite something to me and I'm like, oh.
I was wrong.
I don't say that. I'm just like, you think you remember everything. But really, I know she remembers everything. Researchers say crocodiles are attracted to kids' screams.
Uh-oh.
And what could be, I mean, do the kids scream because they see the crocodile? Or do the kids' screams bring on the crocodile?
Yeah, what if they're in the lake and they're just playing?
Right.
You know?
In the study, they claim that alligators, crocodiles can sense fear better than humans can. And the intensity of the crocodile response depends really on the set of specific acoustic features, meaning the screams. And the younger the scream, the more high pitch it is, the more aggressive the crocodile gets. It's been in the New York Post.
That's
I guess
scary.
women's screams are
More than men? Like higher? Yeah. I'll do one more here. Death meditation. Thought I'd end with this.
What?
Do you want to feel thrilled to be alive? Well, try death meditation. It involves wrapping yourself in sheets like a mummy and imagining looking at your dead body.
what?
This is just some like yoga teacher brogue trying to create something, right? Like get people to pay some money for some. One of the latest wellness trends has people wrapping themselves up as mummies and picturing their dead bodies and coming to terms with their eventual death. There are several types of death meditation, and some are based on particular traditions from over thousands of years old, but they teach that death is not a scary concept. It's natural, and what you do is you wrap yourself up like a mummy, and then you write your own eulogy. Oh, I don't even like this story anymore.
That's
I don't like
weird.
talking about death.
You never think about your funeral, though? Like, who's coming?
I don't think about my funeral. I think about death every day, but I don't think about my funeral.
Like how you're going to die every day?
Yeah.
I just
like,
think about death in general.
but how does it come up?
I go, well, I haven't thought about death in 15 minutes. Probably should start thinking about it again. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this button.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Thank you. Coming up, I do have some audio from Abby's performance this weekend of doing her original song. I haven't heard the audio yet. I can tell you this, the crowd was going nuts. I'm not sure how good it's going to sound if we're singing because the crowd was going so nuts I couldn't really tell. So we'll do that. And then if anybody wants to come up here and sew up Amy's ear, which she ripped completely in half. The earring came completely out of it. It's like two floppy skin lobes in the wind just slapping each other. We can also do that. We'll be back in 1 second. put Dr. Lucky on the phone. Hey, Dr. Lucky, what's up?
This is she.
Hey, Dr. Lucky, how often does somebody come into you that has ripped their earring completely out and it's like two little lizard tongues flapping in the wind?
Frequently.
Wow.
It happens more than you think.
So Amy has this, and it's gross. I'm going to be honest with you. And Amy, very beautiful woman. In every way, she just shines. Absolutely. But I'm telling you, the ear, it's a problem. Luckily, she has hair.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
My hair's covering it.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh. So what can we do here? What can you do to help Amy today?
Usually I see patients after the area has healed. And so I'm usually cutting out a scar or making that area fresh again and bringing the edges together. I talked to, I think, Abby, and I told her it's a little bit risky in terms of closing it now because that area has had time to colonize with the bacteria on her skin. So freshening up those edges and bringing them back together, there's a risk of her having that open back up because of infection.
So
she's just going to
die.
die.
So how long
or
do
what?
I have to? When is it
stuck?
Healed?
She's going to die. Yeah.
There's probably a 50-50 chance of it coming back open. But what I would do is, especially if she's out in the public eye a lot and she doesn't want to walk around with an earlobe that's split, I would just go ahead and give it a shot. You lose nothing except for a couple injections of having that area numbed up and going through with the procedure again, potentially in the future.
So
we got a chance I could get infected, but it's fine.
No, 50-50 chance you die.
I'll just deal with it later.
Yeah. So is there a chance that, like, are you far from us? Are you close to us?
I don't know where's your studio?
Ray, let's put Dr. Lucky on hold, and if we can get her up here, that'd be awesome.
And
if not, maybe we send. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what you want to do. Feel comfortable doing.
Van Gogh it.
Cut the rest off.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
That's a good idea.
On up. Yeah. Oh, one whole Amy.
No, but now I'm like, listen. There was such little skin left that I don't really know that it's that much, to heal.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. The chance of infection is low.
You have a dog. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Could she get those big rings like the gauge?
Yeah.
So she could probably get a good start on gauging her ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new thing.
Oh, I can't even think about it, guys.
I used to look at National Geographic when I was in like 3rd grade, and I'd see the people gauging their ears, and I'd be like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Those were big.
It's huge. But I never, and then it became like pop punk and then punk. And I'd be like, man, I can never pull that off. But I thought it was so cool. That now, and like a tongue ring, I would see dudes get that. And I was like, man.
You wanted a tongue ring?
At what age?
As a dude?
For a minute. I was like 15.
Wow.
Thank God you
I
did not
didn't.
get that.
I don't pierce anything. I'm a wimp. Yeah. But I didn't. But I remember there was a guy named John who got his tongue pierced. And John, like a little crazy.
What age was this?
15.
15.
Wow, John.
And I was like, John got his tongue pierced. That's so cool. And he'd always be playing with those teeth like.
Oh, man.
Did you ever think about getting your belly button pierced?
I didn't have a belly button. Remember, I have a scar that goes all the way down?
That was rude, Eddie.
Dang,
Well, I have like a third of a belly button, but I never had
You
enough.
could still get that pierced.
The third of my belly button?
Yeah, the
I
little.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, so we'll see if Dr. Lucky can come up. If not, we'll figure out what we can do with Amy here. A couple things I wanted to mention, and I do want to get over to Abby because Abby performed this weekend. She did her original song called My Hometown.
I think she called it Wichita.
Yeah.
No, it was going to be called Wichita. Hey, Abby, the name of your song is what again?
Hey There Hometown.
Hey There Hometown. So Abby came out and opened both of my Wichita shows for me. And by the way, Wichita, I love you guys. It was awesome. We had 2 packed theaters. It's just so much fun. Love Wichita. Always love Wichita. And I would just hear the crowd go berserk. The first night I heard the crowd go berserk, that's how I knew Abby was about to sing her song. And the second night, we all went up there to watch her sing the song. And so this is a clip of what, Abby?
Of my song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the chorus. I
Okay.
just did like a little clip of Hey There Hometown.
Here is Hey There Hometown from Abby. Go ahead.
Oh, Wichita, you'll always be home to me. I hope you know no matter where I go, these Kansas roots are running deep. Hope you're proud of who I turned into. Nowhere else to hold a candle to. Oh, Wichita, man, I miss you.
That was so cool.
So you enjoyed your performances.
Yeah,
That's
that was
super cool.
awesome.
It was fun to see Abby enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always up there like, I bet people are so upset they bought a ticket to see me. I hope I'm doing a good enough job. I'm probably not. I'm stupid. And that's what's running through my head the whole time. It was really nice. It was refreshing to see Abby just like loving it and enjoying every second of it. So, Hey There Hometown, Abby's newest hit. Except it's not up yet to stream, right?
Right. I got to go back in and record it, but it will be available soon.
To stream? Like,
That'd be cool.
So
Abby
wow.
Lee Anderson,
Wow.
Hey There Hometown, moving up the charts.
Love it.
Let's go.
You played 2 other songs. What else did you play?
So I did Wild One by Faith Hill, which was fun, and then I did Mean.
Taylor Swift?
Yes.
And so here is a clip of Abby's intro to Mean.
Okay, so if you listen to Bobby Bones Show, which I'm sure you do, I've been singing quite a bit on there, and I've had a lot of, positive feedback, and I really appreciate it. Everybody that messages me. And then there's just those certain few that are just really mean. I'm like, why you gotta be so mean? Come on. Who said it?
Fire Lunchbox.
Wow, that was extreme.
That was like my favorite part. That was really funny. They did that both nights too.
They yelled what?
They were like, yeah, Lunchbox sucks, fire Lunchbox. I was like, that's kind of mean, but it was funny.
I'm proud of you. You did great.
Thank you.
I hope
It
you
was
feel
cool.
good about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your fans are awesome. Like your crowd.
Well, thank you. I didn't create them. They created me.
Oh, that's good.
But they were very supportive.
They
It
are.
was cool.
They're really. It's sometimes I have to be like, guys, because if I'm up doing stand up and it's comedy and it's based just on me talking, and if people are like yelling things in the middle of it, it throws me completely off because I'm doing it. It's a pitter patter, and I'm on a pattern. Boom, bake, book, big joke, in, move, song. But if somebody like yells out something, it throws everything off, and I have to be like, oh, please don't yell. But even though they yelled like, I love you, and it's weird to have like loving hecklers, it still is really difficult to do with spoken word. Now music, we don't care. Let us have it. But we'll be in Tampa this weekend. Eddie and I will be. Eddie's not doing all the shows with me, but we're gonna do Tampa this weekend.
It's gonna be
because
fun.
we're shooting comedy special. So let's see
Well,
what happens.
especially because it's shooting, so don't ruin the cadence.
So don't scream.
So don't
she said.
yell.
Yeah.
Now we say that, they're gonna. It's like I shouldn't even said anything. Yeah, tickets if you want to go to my Instagram or bobbybones.com. They're up there. Abby, great job though. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for letting me open.
You're
it was
welcome.
awesome.
You're welcome. Lunchbox, anything you want to say about that before we go?
Yeah, Abby, it was nice of your dad to come out to the show and yell for me. That was cool.
Oh, you said that was her dad yelling fire Lunchbox.
100%.
He did not. That guy was in the balcony, and I know where mine was sitting. He was down in the
Okay, you
front.
can all say that. Oh, my dad wasn't in the balcony. I know where he was sitting. I mean,
Got it.
yeah, cool. And I just love that Abby's trying to have her moment, you know what I mean? And she still is going to put the shine on me. Like, that's cool. I appreciate that.
I just thought it was funny.
Obsessed.
And I think, excuse me?
Obsessed with me.
She's obsessed with you?
Yeah.
Got it.
When have
Always
I ever brought you up? Well, other
just
than
right
this.
then.
You always bring me up.
That's true. I
That
think
was
you guys
your
are
moment?
secretly in
Y'all
love.
bring each
I
other
promise I'm not in love.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm going to play this song, Jelly Roll, now. A 3-year-old kid in Wisconsin woke up from a nap, put his shoes on, walked to the nearest McDonald's, all while his mom and his twin sister were asleep in the house.
Oh.
3, that's an age where they can start to escape.
Yeah, they're walking. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So the mom said she fell asleep next to the kids. However, when she awoke, one of the twins was gone. One of the twins, Aiden, not there, even though his sister was. His shoes were missing, so of course she thinks somebody took them. She checked the neighbor's backyard, a place where he goes sometimes to play. Nope. So she called 911. Police responded. And then there was a picture that someone sent her very soon after of her son Aiden at a McDonald's across the road, a 0.2-mile journey.
Jeez Louise.
Here's the mom talking about what happened.
This little boy woke up, put his shoes on, woke up from our nap. I was asleep on that floor. Woke up from our nap, put his shoes on, and walked to McDonald's. I don't know what time he left the house. I don't know how he left the house. We all were asleep. I was asleep on that floor. We all knocked out. And he woke up and put his shoes on and went to McDonald's. It's not funny, but it's hilarious.
Got to get some nugs, you know?
Happy Meal.
That's not bad. I mean, listen, 0.2 miles, that's not that far for a 3-year-old.
But
I hear you. It's a 3-year-old.
That's crazy.
My question is, with a 3-year-old, are you upset at this mom?
No, it can happen to anyone.
No.
Okay, that was my question.
My 3-year-old got out. Luckily for us, he just went to the neighbor's house. They had a baby pool, took all his clothes off, and just jumped in the baby pool. And the neighbor calls it, your son's in our baby pool.
Naked 3-year-old?
Naked 3-year-old. Yeah, so it can happen to anyone.
I didn't know if it was like a negligence thing or just a terrible accident.
I think
that could have been worse.
Sounds like a terrible accident. And I think what people can learn from hearing this is just if you are going to be asleep, you may have to make sure you've got everything locked up.
They know how to unlock doors.
Yeah, 3-year-olds can unlock a door.
It's amazing.
But you can get other locks in place, like up top, higher up, where you can secure your doors, which clearly she's going to have to do.
For sure, she's doing that right now.
He got a taste of that life, and he's
He knows what it's like to run free now. Also, you're working at McDonald's and the ding dong just walks in by itself. Like, wait, huh? Kid, can I get a Happy Meal?
I guess.
How was your weekend?
It was really good. I was in Dallas most of it for a morning show boot camp, which I had never been to before, but it's been going on 35 years, and you're, legend there. Everyone was like, tell Bobby I said hi. All these radio people, Dawn, who puts it on, and then all these people that have been in radio forever. It was really cool to see them speak and learn some stuff and sit in on panels, but I went because I was speaking on a morning show panel.
What'd you talk about?
Well, we were all co-hosts, so everybody on the panel, your name is not on the show. It's not your show. You were the co-host to somebody. And so I was up there with Kristen from The Burt Show and Kiki, she works with Fred. And so there's a lot of people up there. Big Al, who's on Kid Craddock's show. So we were all up there and just shared kind of our role on the show. And then really they wanted to tap into connecting with the audience and how to connect and how you choose what stories you're going to share and what stories you're going to keep private. And people asked questions from the audience, but it was a lot of fun.
What'd you learn?
Well, I sat in on the negotiation panel, took some notes.
Negotiate your contract?
During that.
That's legit.
That was interesting. A lot of agents were up there and talking. I saw our CEO, Bob Pittman, do a one-on-one. Woody led that. And that was just really interesting, his history with radio and how he started when he was he was a teenager and then was working on a radio station in Mississippi.
Who, Bob?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then worked
Bob,
his way up and became a program director in Milwaukee. And then, you kind of just wonder how people get to these head jobs or they're running these massive companies. And he started off a very modest, hardworking life. And that's what he said at one point. He sent off 200 air checks. And this was back in the day when you had to mail everything. And so he hand wrote.
It's like Christopher Columbus years.
We had to take the tape and he hand wrote it and he sent off 200 and he only heard back from 2 people. So it's just that reminder of hey, you just got to put it all out there.
Speaking of negotiations, I did a joke about my contract negotiation this weekend at the beginning of my show because I always like to talk about something kind of relevant at the beginning. I don't know how relevant this was, but here you go. For the first time publicly, I'm happy to say that this week I signed a brand new deal with iHeartRadio, which is very exciting. And I haven't talked about it because it has been weird to go through a negotiation. I tried all these tips and tricks in the negotiations. I refuse to speak first. because that's what I was told. You let them talk first. And that was rough because the first meeting was on the phone and I called them. Now, I'm not going to disclose how much iHeartRadio is now paying me, but let me say this. After this deal, I heart iHeartRadio. I didn't really curse.
I know, but what did you say?
Bleep. And then I said afterward, I'm going to bleep this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds funnier that way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
why I
it
did that.
definitely does.
But I also wrote in the caption, I didn't really curse. But bleeping's always funny.
And that call-in joke one's funny, too.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So is that what we're supposed to do? Let them talk first?
As you can see, it didn't work for me.
Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you
but
call
I don't know
them.
what
just
you
said on
learned
the
in your
phone.
seminar.
Yeah, what'd you learn?
Oh, well, I'll give y'all some of my notes later.
Yeah, but the CEO was there, though, so he's
Yeah,
going to know
so he
your
learned everything that
tactics.
you learned.
Are you kidding?
Great
no,
point, Eddie.
No. He was
I can
in
assure you,
and
he already knows the tactics anyway.
out. He was in and out.
Yo, I'm sure he was out. Yes, good. Weekend was good. Except for
Yeah,
your ear
I mean,
getting
it was
ripped in
really
half.
good. And then we celebrated Stevenson's 13th birthday,
Crazy.
which is crazy that he's 13, but we went and saw the Ninja Turtle movies with all of his friends. And
Did you like it?
I thought it was really good. Like the adults that went, we all liked it too. So it's a great family movie.
The doctor cannot get up here before the show is over, so I think she's going to come up tomorrow
Dr. Lucky.
and fix your ear.
Okay.
Hey, it's free healthcare.
That's awesome,
Like
Amy.
you're in Canada.
Yeah, am I going to have to give her my insurance card or is
No,
it?
I just said it's free healthcare. It's like you're in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Lunchbox weekend?
Good weekend, man. I went to North Dakota and I went to the Four Bears Casino and woo,
What does that
had
mean?
one on.
Oh,
Partied hardy.
okay.
Party hardy.
Did they give you money to gamble? Or did you gamble your own money?
No, I gambled my own money.
Got it.
Gambled my own money.
Eddie?
Yeah, man, we were in Wichita.
That's right. We were
You and
together.
me,
Yeah.
just partying it up.
Partying
hey,
it up.
we went, woo!
Party hardy. We party hardy.
Did Eddie really party hardy?
No.
No.
We went to bed.
Went to bed.
Early.
And then did not. I watched the Johnny Manziel documentary before the show Saturday night. We did 2 shows. That's
that
about
good?
as hard as I partied. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't. You still don't like him. It's not a documentary where you watch and go, oh man, you really got the raw end of the deal. You go,
Come on, man.
he's a really good athlete. He was kind of an idiot, and he learned his lesson, except he didn't, and he's still kind of an idiot.
Where is he now?
Phoenix,
Living in
Arizona.
California, Scottsdale, Arizona,
Doing?
chilling.
I don't know.
It
what he's
didn't look
doing.
like he was doing much.
Does he not have to work?
Guess not.
You know, as much money as he spent, I don't know his financial situation because you can run through that money pretty quick, and he talks about trying to run through it all. But I liked it because it was only an hour, and it gave me a little peek into what was really happening. And you forget how big he was. Johnny Football, man, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got new gear out. I mean, they showed it in the documentary. Ray ordered a bunch of it.
He's still famous. Ray, you ordered Johnny.
That's his idol, man.
Of course, dude. It's all his money signs, #2. I love that stuff. Sweaters, hoodies, everything, man.
You a big Johnny Football guy back in the day?
Dude, I loved the dude. That's where my name came from, Sizzin. He used to have Sizzin, and for some reason he dropped it. And now he just does the Money Manziel.
What was Sizzin about him?
It was like Johnny Sizzin. Like Sizzin was his thing, and then
I didn't know you loved him that much.
Yeah.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it's good. But it doesn't make you like him more, right? Or if he's misunderstood or anything?
I loved all the insides about his partying. I'm probably gonna watch it another 5 times. I thought it was that good.
5 times?
It was called Comeback Sizzin. Johnny Manziel.
Okay, I mean, I'm not into sports stuff, but I'll
You'll
watch
like it.
this.
Yeah, you'll like it.
I
You'll
feel
like
like
it.
I'll like it.
They invented the whole story about him being rich for his family money because he had so much money because he was doing a bunch of stuff illegally, like signing autograph, getting paid. Now,
Like when he was at Texas A&M?
yes, we'll put aside the should they be able to sign autographs and get paid. That's not this conversation, but you couldn't. And he would go and they would say, okay, just show up to this room, sign all the stuff, take a picture of it, and then we'll give you the code to the safe, and then you get the money out. Thousands of dollars. So he had so much money in college, but he was wearing like crazy jewels and had big cars. And so people are like, how does this guy who should be making no money have all this? So they created a story that he came from oil money.
And
everybody believed it. It showed like all these national personalities going, he's got plenty of money.
Okay.
So it's good. Johnny Manziel. It's what's it called though on
Untold
It's
Johnny
that
Manziel.
series.
Yeah.
That series
On
Okay.
Netflix.
Cool. You guys check it out.